Now, next to me as my guest, I have Mac Sudduth. Mac is the new executive director at the Schenectady Museum, now called miSci. They have really stepped out of the box, or gone out of the box, or out of the window. You know what I'm saying, right? And
right.
You reached out to San Francisco. Tell us about that.
Well, the Exploratorium in San Francisco is world renowned for having hands-on exhibits that appeal to kids and to students and to young and old alike. And so we have a 5-year arrangement with them to bring in different exhibits each year from the Exploratorium. Right now we have an exhibit called Vision, and after that we'll bring in one called, in June we'll bring in one called Notion of Motion.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
We've got some other things going on too.
Yeah.
In February we're going to open an annual exhibit, our first ever indoor butterfly garden, so that you can.
I saw the photos. We got to show these to people. They're wonderful.
If you come in February, you can watch butterflies hatch out and walk with the butterflies in an indoor greenhouse. It'll be a really neat thing. It'll be February and March, and end up just at spring break in April, when spring break's over for the kids.
Oh, that's really wonderful to even know that was. When I was out in San Diego area they were releasing butterflies, and the kids were just so excited seeing them.
Well, we think some adults will like it too.
Absolutely.
And of course, right now we're doing the model train exhibit, which is really popular.
I think the adults like it maybe more than the
well,
kids sometimes.
Actually, I was there yesterday, and it runs on the weekends and when school's out until 3 o'clock every day because it's done with volunteers. Yeah. But there were a lot of excited kids.
Well, I know when I went, it's just so exciting to look at that layout and see the little people and see the little cars, and there's just so much to look at when you look at that.
There's so much going on. The Model Train Club has done a great job.
They're
with
wonderful
it.
people.
So, yeah.
They really are.
So.
The museum, of course, is so near and dear to my heart. I just love the museum and what's being done there. You brought some photos, so let's take a look at those photos, and perhaps you can walk us through those.
Okay. Well, this is the Vision exhibit, and it's very interactive, but you can see it's for adults and children alike, and it allows you to explore vision. And sometimes, seeing isn't believing. We have a lot of things that have to do with optical illusion and stereo vision.
I love that.
And sometimes you even see that on TV with with the weatherman. You have there's not really weatherman behind them. There's really a green screen. So you can.
We don't use a green screen here.
So you can see these are kids with the train exhibit. So you can see it's for kids too.
And it's big. It's not just a little thing.
It's huge, and there's a lot going on. You could come back and see it a couple of times and see something different every time. This is the hands-on vision exhibit, and these kids are trying to shoot a basketball with one eye closed. So
that's that binocular vision that you kind of need for using balls and movement. Yeah.
Right. And these are some of the butterflies that'll be in the butterfly exhibit. And while we're talking about the butterfly exhibit, I have to tell you what's coming in the summer. In the summer, we'll be doing life-size, full-scale robotic moving dinosaurs.
Where are you going to put those?
In miSci.
Oh my goodness!
They're going to be all over. So you need to put that on your calendar. But so we've got butterflies, dinosaurs, trains, and in between that, we'll be doing classes for spring break and science classes for kids all summer.
Well, you have a really good educational program.
We do.
And you bring in, I think, there's a lot of people homeschool their kids. Mm-hmm. So I think you adapt to that and have programs for them as well.
We have things that homeschool parents can use to teach science, which is one of the things that's hard for homeschoolers to get to because it's so specialized. But we also have things for school groups and for scout groups, and we even do there are adults who rent the place for parties and come to the planetarium. Every once in a while, we have someone who wants to propose in the planetarium, or have a wedding in one of their wedding reception parties in the planetarium under the stars. Believe it or not.
We should tell people that you have the Go-Do, which is there's only one like 12 in the United States, and you have one of them.
It's a beautiful set of stars, and one of the things about people is they love looking at the heavens, and we'll have a couple of star parties this year. There are going to be two lunar eclipses, one in May and one in October. And we'll be working with the Dudley Observatory we'll have big star parties. So you want to look out for those dates.
So you have a lot of things coming up. What a treasure that we have this right in our backyard here in Schenectady. And if you're watching in Del Mar or you're watching in Clifton Park, come on down, check it out. If this is really a joy to go to that museum. But tell me something about Mac.
Oh, about Mac? Well,
Yeah.
I got my start in the Exploratorium long ago.
Did you really?
I was an intern there before I built a museum in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
My grandmother worked during the war at the bomb project with the man who started the Exploratorium. And when I wanted to start a museum in Oklahoma City, she called him up and said, my grandson wants to learn about science museums and you're the expert, so can he come intern with you? And that's how I got into the business.
Really? So this has been an avocation of yours, or,
right?
You really.
When I worked for a living, I was a chemist, but
that fits right in.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you get up every day and you get to go to work and think, I'm going to see crowds enjoying this, and I want to say, even though we're doing a lot more hands-on things, we're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. We have a wonderful collection of artifacts from GE and from Schenectady about science and technology, and those are still available for special tours. You can come get a behind-the-scenes tour, and we have a lot of people who like those. So
I've been in your basement. I can't believe what you got down there.
I can't either. We found in October. We unveiled in October. You were there.
Yeah, I was.
The found sound, where the earliest Edison recording on tinfoil, which we got played back by Lawrence Labs using a government grant.
It was out in California. And it was on the BBC. It was on every station.
It was an amazing whirl round. We still get people who call us about it or want to hear it. It's the earliest recording that we know of music, and the earliest recording of a joke.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yes. Well, that shows you people haven't changed that much.
No, that's true. You have so much in your archives. Photographs. You have one of the largest collections.
Yes, we certainly have the largest collection of photographs about locomotives, for sure, since the locomotives were built here.
Right, the Alco.
Yeah. And I think we have about everything that GE ever photographed, recorded, or printed.
And I know you've glass slides too. I know all about those.
So we have researchers who come to see us. We just a young lady who's working on a dissertation in Germany came and spent a month with us studying our archive. So we bring people in. So
from the international level, at least. Yeah. So would you? Can people join the museum?
Oh yes, we're supported. The museum's partially supported by memberships, and you can buy membership, a family membership, or if you're a grandparent, you can buy membership that'll let you bring in your grandkids. And members get to come in free, and they get invited to all the special events like the star parties and the exhibit openings. Okay. And we also use a lot of volunteers. So if you'd like to come work with the public and volunteer to run the trains, or to work with kids in the educational program, or even to work in the business office, we could use a couple of good volunteers.
Okay, so volunteering, what a great way. You get in there free when you volunteer, right?
Right.
Because you can look around a little bit. Nobody will say anything, right? It's a great museum. We hope that you'll take an opportunity to go visit it and bring your kids, open up their world, because there's so much out there to see.
Right.
Now, one other thing about becoming a member is that you get to go to some other museums.
Yes, you get into about 200 museums across the United States are free if you become a member of miSci.
Yeah.
We have what we call a reciprocal membership, and if you're going out of town and you want to know where one of those museums is, you just give us a call, and we'll help you out. But one of the things that we sort of think about is that we get a lot of kids in. And we know we're not going to make every kid into a scientist or an engineer, but we think we're going to make them into good citizens who know a lot about science and society.
Yeah, pique their interest.
And maybe we'll create another Nobel Prize winner.
You never know.
Right.
Keep working at it.
Okay.
Good. Mac Sudduth, the new executive director of miSci. Take a day, take a half a day, go over there and check it out. You will not be disappointed. Please, from me to you, you will not be disappointed. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Ann.